I just feel like God gave us animals that it should just.
So you want to pluck a pigeon from the street?
Not a pigeon.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of That Would Bang podcast. I'm your co-host Adessy.
And I'm Patricia.
And today we are joined by the wonderfully talented Rita B. She is an
So do I look at the camera?
You can look at the camera, and then after we'll look at you, and then we'll have a conversation. We're joined by the exceptionally talented Rita B. She is an actor, presenter, and content creator. You may have seen her on Instagram and TikTok, but her content is constantly going viral. So, thank you for joining us on the podcast.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
It's the truth, though.
I keep wanting to go like this. Okay, let me relax.
Welcome to the pod.
Thank you for having me, man.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm really enjoying, this bank holiday. You know, I'm enjoying the vibes.
The platty jubes.
Yeah.
Get in.
The Come on.
The platty jubes.
What does that? Oh,
The
Platinum Jubilee. Oh, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Low-key, were you guys kind of worried that we weren't going to make it there?
Dude.
Yeah, it was a close call there, right?
I was like, you gotta stick it out. She was looking a bit dead.
I've booked a lot of holiday plans.
Yeah.
Obviously, long live the Queen, but it's a lot. There's a lot going on.
It was looking a bit
I'm
shaky.
not royalist, but I was like...
What did you guys do? What have you done this weekend? What do you do?
What have I done? So Thursday, I didn't do anything. I just chilled. I washed my hair. I cleaned my room. All of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went to a cocktail making class, which
Ooh,
was really fun. Like, it was so much fun.
Where was it?
It was in not just another store, but it was in collaboration with Mercedes. She's got Mercedes Benson, my friend. She's got like a brand called Giddy Nights. So it was Giddy Nights in collaboration with a drink brand, which I don't want to embarrass myself and pronounce it. I think it's Chivas, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But yeah,
fancy though.
it was so much fun. Like, there was like 20 of us, and it was just really good vibes. DJ. There was food as well from Wingstop. It was a vibe.
It does sound like
good.
that. What cocktail did you make?
I can't remember what it's called. It was called Yas Queen, but and it basically had whiskey, had lemon juice, champagne. I want to say passion fruit as well.
Was it sweet? Because it sounds a bit like it
was sweet. It was really punchy, but it was so nice. It was honestly, it was the best time. So then once I'm outside, I'm outside. That's me. So I had to follow the wind. Do you know what I mean? So once I was outside, I was like, okay, what are we doing next? So I was just outside. But then it was good because my friend, she literally had another event afterwards. So I just kind of followed her as entourage.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And what did you do, Patricia?
Same as Rita. I think Thursday was very chill. Kind of got my nails done, went to the gym, tidied up my room. And then yesterday I went to a day party. We got there at 7 p.m, so the day was done.
I think
But
that's a good time to get there, though.
yeah, like the sun was setting, that type of thing. It was at Pitch Stratford.
Oh.
I honestly don't know what the event was. It just happened to be a day party there. So we went and it was good, to be honest. I'm going out again tonight.
You like going out, don't you?
I actually don't. Like, I'm a big homebody. I'm not even joking,
Patricia, every time I see
guys.
Patricia, she's always out and about.
Wait.
She's like, whoa.
I'm actually in my house
Patricia,
all the time, Adessy.
out of all my friends, I feel like you're the person that I feel like enjoys, like...
Okay,
you do have enjoyment.
It's like Rita said, when I'm outside, I'm outside.
Okay,
You get it? But I'm
okay.
like usually inside.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm acting like it's going to spoil my rep.
It's
So what
not-
if I'm outside?
No, it's not even that. I just feel like you enjoy the party environment, whereas for me, like, I enjoy getting ready. I enjoy the first 10 minutes and I want to go home.
I hear that, to be fair.
That is me.
Yeah.
Unless they're just playing like old school the whole time, I'll be happy. But when they start doing bashment,
It's hit
me
and
and my
miss.
robotic hips, I can't join
You
in.
just got to let the music carry
This
you.
is what I
You
don't
just
want to
gotta
ever be
feel
that
it.
person who's letting the music carry me, and then everyone else is thinking, "What is that? What is she doing?"
That's
I
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you just got to live your truth.
No,
live
it's
your
me.
life.
Yeah, I can't dance, unfortunately, and that's my
Can
thing.
I?
Yeah, I can't dance, and it's really sad, actually. Like, if I could dance, it would be over for everyone. Over. I'm telling you.
Rate yourself a bit.
No, I'm telling you, it's some of the few things
go-to dance
God
move
used to
then?
humble me.
Yeah, it's true. I hear that. God humbles us,
My
I think.
go-to dance moves is just like, Hey, that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. A little 2
vibe
mounts.
it.
Hey. So what I do, I kind of use my A in to disguise the lack of choreography. Do you know what I mean? But you know what's really killing me now is this and piano.
Oh my God.
Bro.
All this like the
Once
shoulders.
you hear those whistles, it's
it's
over.
over.
You gotta just be doing the dance.
And then when
Exactly.
real South Africans and Zimbabweans come out and they start doing the dip.
It's like a bounce. It's like they're bouncing off. It's like yeah.
They're literally just on air. I can't even believe.
Yeah, someone taught me the moves yesterday, so that was my move throughout the whole day.
So
every
you
genre.
did the whole dance.
Yeah. Every song that came on, that was me for the rest of the night, literally.
Also, I want to dedicate this episode to Luna, who is the cat that I'm cat sitting this week. She is so cute. We have her for the rest of the week, and honestly, she's just changed my life this week, guys. It's just coming home to something to pet. It just gives me endorphins.
I think that's what I need. Pick up Luna.
If you don't have a pet, I think everyone just needs one. I would get a dog. Maybe not a cat, but I would get a dog. Why are you looking like that, please?
First of all, from what you posted on your story, that cat doesn't like you.
It loves me.
So,
whoa. What's the reasoning?
Patricia, you were
What's the
trying to
reasoning?
feed this cat. The cat wouldn't take anything that you gave it. I was so confused. The cat looked like it was ready to run. It was hiding. You're now doing that love.
It did eat. It only eats when I feed it.
Oh.
It will be like the food's there. She doesn't even go to it. And I'll be like, Luna, Lulu, are you hungry? Lou. And then I'll go up to her and I'll just give her little wet food. And she'll be like, yeah, I'm eating this. She's a little diva. She loves me. She actually comes into my room, hangs out, like, loves it. She loves me. Sorry, I was getting really passionate.
I know.
She can feel it.
No, she was attacking you. I get it. Like, she was attacking your relationship. And
I'm
you had
just
to
saying
defend
the
it.
truth, you
I
know,
respect
because this
that.
one would now be saying fake for the podcast, but I've seen the reality.
Guys.
I've seen the reality. But so, do you think you'd get a cat or get a dog?
I'd get a dog. Honestly, I would actually get a dog. But not where I'm currently at. It's not like pet friendly. We're on the 9th floor. It's not like a big space for like pets to just roam around, especially a cat. But honestly, yeah, I would get a dog.
But they're expensive, you know.
Yeah,
Really?
dogs
Yeah,
are
like
expensive.
£3,000.
Yeah, cats aren't expensive. Dogs are very much
I did
so.
not realise
3K
that you
just
have
for the
to-
dog. Which, I don't know, there's something about buying animals that doesn't feel right to me.
So what do you want to do?
I
think
just
you
feel
go
like
to a
God
pet
gave us
shop.
animals that it should just be
So you want to
free.
pluck a pigeon from the street?
Not a pigeon.
I feel like, I don't know, there's
What is
something...
free? What animals can you just
I don't
take for
know.
free?
Don't you guys find there's something uncomfortable about just you could just buy a dog?
It's a bit mad.
Do you know what I mean? God didn't say that.
Guys, I don't know what the solution is.
I just feel like dogs should just be around and you should
should
just
just
be able to
exchange
collect
them.
it.
So you want to kidnap a dog instead? 'Cause
Someone should be like, okay, I'm giving this dog to this shelter or this pet
It should
shop.
just be given away.
And then it's like, oh, you want this dog?
Do you know
She
what
hasn't
I
got home. Then you take the
yay!
dog.
Don't you? I find it strange. I mean, I will find it really odd to
3K.
just like to spend £3,000. Like
So
you
you're
can
not-
just buy a
you're
dog.
not
It's
gonna
like,
get it then.
you can't buy a baby.
You got to design a baby.
It's not
Yeah,
the same,
design a pet.
guys. We need to stop.
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
it
Think
kinda
about it.
is
You
though,
cannot buy a pet.
Because
You can't buy a
breed
baby.
dogs. Yeah, and you breed dogs and stuff. So
There's
it's
something
just.
about why are you breeding your...
I'm hearing it. You know, I'm actually hearing it.
I don't know, man. It's something that no one talks about.
Stay
But I'm here to
woke.
talk about it.
Stay woke.
Do you know what I mean? Stay woke, man. You can't... Selling dogs, it just doesn't feel right.
No,
To
but
be
even I
sold,
saw a
true
TikTok
words.
saying dogs have like Stockholm syndrome because like we actually kidnapped them from their brothers and sisters and then they learn to love us. It's like we actually stole you from your family.
No one talks about it.
Are you okay?
How's your week been, Adessy?
I've had a pretty chill week. I didn't do anything on what did I do? On Thursday I went out to this Arab restaurant. It was nice, but you know when they try and like jazz it up too much, so what it is isn't what it is. Like I just wanted kebab and it wasn't kebab. Like it was everything was separate and I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I went there and then on yesterday I just had a chill day. But I'm going on my solo trip to Madrid.
Oh, solo. How many days are you going for?
3 days.
Is it your first solo trip?
First solo trip? I've never
really
done one.
good.
I just thought like, I just want to live and I can't keep waiting for my friends to do that.
Amen
So-
to that.
Do you know, that's a good...
Solo trips.
I got attacked on TikTok the other day because it's quite awkward actually because I was saying solo travel looks really boring to me, but then here you are really excited. So it's like giving me a different...
So why does it look boring? You've never done it?
I've never, well, not really, not like a Madrid kind of thing. Like I lived in New York for a bit, so I moved by myself, and then I'd go to like New York by myself, and like I've done little, but not a proper like this is a solo trip kind of thing. I think I just like shared experiences. I think so. I was just like, is it really fun, guys? Or are you guys saying it's fun?
Are you guys saying that?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just imagine like during the day I would like it, but then in the evening I'd want to like have dinner with friends. But then I was told that like you do meet people and it doesn't. Yeah. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I was wrong.
The whole meeting people thing, I'm a bit scared about that. I'm not really one to approach.
That's why I feel like I'd find it boring unless someone comes to me. Then. Yeah. But then I also do think it's a personality thing, and I do think it can be fun. I think I was just being like extra, but I do think it could be fun.
I think there's certain
people have a great time.
Yeah, I just think depending on the type of person you are, I think solo traveling will just work for you. If you're like a very personal person and you like exploring. For me, it's just a safety thing. Like I just get really scared being somewhere that I'm unfamiliar with alone. Yeah. So that's really it.
I don't know, because like Europe has city mappers, so I can go everywhere. I have all my data, all my minutes. Like I'm fine. Yeah. I think if I was in like somewhere that someone that doesn't speak English. Do they even speak English in Spain? It's Spain. Yeah. I haven't thought this through. Anyway, we'll find out when I get there, Sha.
It'll be an experience. I think it'll be fun. And you're excited about it, so yeah.
So let's move on to talking about senior year, which is basically the film that we're going to be focusing on this episode. And it's basically, it follows the life of this cheerleader who, after trying to attempt a stunt, falls into a coma and wakes up 20 years later as an adult and tries to go back and finish high school and become prom queen. So what did you guys think of the film? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
Do you know what? I actually thought it was really cute. I thought it was a cute film. I felt like it was low-key attempted murder.
The whole situation.
Yeah. And
that was attempted murder.
And it was kind of stressing me out that no one was talking about this.
No one got arrested.
Attempted murder.
Yeah. How can you let someone drop
She
from that
planned
high?
it. She was like,
hey,
murder. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you a minute? To the twins. And then the twins separated.
And then they let her drop on hard floor.
She actually could have died.
And no one followed up. I was just okay.
There's no follow-up.
And then even in the yearbook, it said that she had died. And it was the fact that everyone just accepted it.
It was like, it was okay. My sis goes on with her life. Like nothing happened. It was low-key attempted murder. So that was actually like bothering me because I was like, you low-key tried to kill her for what?
In a party for prom queen. It's never that deep.
It's never that deep. It's never that deep. And I thought it was cute actually. Like I liked that even though like she was like really like popular and stuff, she wasn't like bad vibes. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, usually the popular girl is like really mean, kind of like the Tiffany, right? She was quite mean, right? But she was like sweet, and you could just tell she just had like really nice vibes. But it's just a bit sad, isn't it? Waking up 20 years later. But if you were in a 20-year coma, would you want to wake up from the coma, or would you prefer you just slept for life?
Depends on if the dreams...
Sorry, I don't know why I find that so funny.
No, but it depends on if the dreams were good or not. Like, if you were having constant nightmares for 20 years, like, you want to finally, I'm okay,
But it just depends, like, what do you actually experience when you're in a coma?
This is it.
Like, what is that?
This is it.
Is it sleep?
Or is it a whole new life?
Awake? Are you, like, what is that?
Because we could be in a coma right now.
Hey.
Oh, no. That's deep.
This is the life in the coma, and then you wake up and it's, do you know what I mean? It was like a cute, like, feel good, you know, like it wasn't amazing.
No, of course.
But then it also wasn't terrible.
Of course.
To be honest. I like the accent, actually.
Oh my God, the Australian accent is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if I like the actor choice. No, I did. I think,
yeah. I like the concepts.
It was funny.
I don't think I've ever watched a film like that where you've just lost 20 years of your life and now you're having to relive and make that ground back up. So I like the concept of the film. It was just an easy watch, but Adessy, you said it reminds you of White Chicks, like that whole era. Yeah, it reminds you
of like that era of like Bring It On, White Chicks. Like they were definitely trying to do that. It was based in 2003. Even the tracksuits, like. But then I feel like the whole Gen Z aspect was stressing me out. Like,
what was stressing you out about it?
Everything. It's just like, even when they were just like, I'm the cheer captain. I'm the cheer captain.
I was like, guys,
you're doing too much.
It was doing a lot. But I think it was reflective of what's real. Because I like that era. I like the 2003 era. Yeah. And then bringing it to now just showed me how mad the world is right now. Very different.
Yeah. And it was interesting actually when she was like, oh, so I guess Instagram is just like a popularity competition, but for the whole world kind of thing. And it was like, kind of a little bit, isn't it? Like, I thought that was quite interesting actually. Like, it is like school and who's the most popular and da-da-da. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm so glad Instagram did not exist when I was in secondary school.
God, yeah.
Back in the days, when we took a picture, we didn't even see it until like ages later. So we never saw it in a moment. So if in your mind you thought you were buff, you were buff. Who can tell you anything?
No one can actually tell you different.
You looked at yourself maybe like twice a day.
The self-belief was really strong.
Do you know what I mean?
Back then, you know. But then I feel like we also, I don't know what it is, but I feel like today's kids, like they've just skipped like the awkwards. We're posting everything on Facebook, and I've got this quiff in my hair, 100%. And I'm using this eyeshadow and this makeup. Like they've just skipped that and gone straight to wig laid,
buffness,
contour. Like they just know what they're doing, and I feel like that's because they just have social media and just things at their fingertips.
Facts.
Even I saw a TikTok of this girl. I think she's uni. She was doing stay-at-home girlfriend. Have you seen that?
No,
guys. I was
she's at uni.
She's at uni. I don't even know if she's studying anymore, but she's a stay-at-home girlfriend. I believe her boyfriend's in uni, and she's just letting him fund her whole life. Like I don't know what they're using, but it was just confusing. She's like, first I'm just gonna do daily shop. She was going Lidl. I was like, this stay-at-home girlfriend girl. I thought you would be doing M&S or Waitrose.
I'm doing Lidl. Guys, oh, we have a bargain queen.
Guys.
Okay.
I'm like, you're 18. Why are you being a house? She's like, I don't need to work. Like he supports everything.
But it's like, not that. Like you're not even a stay-at-home wife. Like you're just a stay-at-home.
He
like,
can evict you at any moment, you know.
At uni,
and there's nothing to your name.
That's kind of worrying.
That's a little bit scary.
I have a question then, because you said the Gen Z thing was like frustrating you, and I know that people like equate being Gen Z to like really like revolutionary and forward thinking, or like woke. I actually hate that word, but we'll just use it for this context. Do you feel like that's true, or do you feel like we're regressing with Gen Z? Because I'm very split on this.
What do you mean?
Like,
elaborate.
For example, stay-at-home girlfriend. Like, sis, what is that? That's like, and then there's this whole thing on TikTok about you're like a femininity coach, or like I'm a like, I don't know. There's just certain things you're just like, ooh, this is kind of like not the vibes. But then other times I'm like, wow, like you're really questioning things around you.
I do like that they are like, no, they don't take any ish. I like the idea that like they don't stay at jobs that they don't want to.
Exactly.
But even though actually it's a bit annoying, because like when I was a business owner, that was really the most annoying thing. Like people one little thing and it's like they're out. They don't give a heck. And it's like, bro, like we can work this out. Like
just talk.
Let's talk about this. Ain't got time to find someone else. Do you know what I mean? So
stressful.
in that aspect, it's annoying. Now that I'm not in that environment, I can understand that they're very strong on, I'm going to do what makes me happy. If it's not the vibe, I'm not going to stick with it. And on the one hand, I think that's great. And then on the other hand, obviously as an elder, not as an adult, I understand the benefits of kind of sticking things out, because things do change. So I like that part a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, is it regress? Yeah, this whole stay-at-home girlfriend thing, I feel like that's an exception though. I feel like there isn't a lot of Gen Zs who are doing that. Oh, am I wrong? Like,
no, the stay-at-home girlfriend thing for me, that was more like you're 18, at least have something of yourself sorted, just in case this boy leaves you and you're there's what if you want to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, I get it, but just ensure that it's solid and you're not struggling while you're doing it. Do you get what I mean?
That's what I was getting at.
Girlfriend. I just feel low-key you guys are Gen Z.
Are you serious?
I don't claim that camp.
I think there's two sides. I think there's Gen Z that we've seen some of the past. We've seen some of the past, we saw MySpace, we saw all of these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't, all they know is Instagram.
So you're talking about like the 18, 19.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like you're talking about us. Are you talking about us?
I think 25 and under for me.
No
you
way.
all have this like
have
very
you
have a similar approach to how you guys do things.
Like even TikTokers call me a boomer. Like they call us boomers, and it's like anyone who's not born in 2000. Like,
can you imagine? It's actually crazy.
But the thing is, anyone born in 2000 really is an adult. My brother was born in 2001.
Wow.
And he's turning 21 this year.
Yeah.
That's the right maths, right?
Yeah.
I was so confused for a second. Which is crazy. Because I can't fathom being born after 2000. Like, you could be born in 2004.
And I was just like,
and you're grown.
That doesn't make sense.
You're allowed to drive. Like, what?
That sounds a bit wrong to me.
It's so crazy.
What did you guys think about Steph's relationship with Seth?
The black guy.
Yeah.
I found it
so awkward at the beginning, guys.
Awkward about it.
The whole thing is awkward.
Why did you find it awkward?
There was no chemistry.
There was no chemistry.
It's weird.
And his whole vibe as a kid was very different.
I actually thought that he was like her adopted brother or something. I didn't know. Do you know what? Actually, honestly, it was only when that's fair, because it's only when 20 years later thing, and then they went on the cinema. Then he said, "Yeah, I did like you," blah blah blah, and I was like, "Oh." Do you know what I mean? I literally, when I saw that scene when they were in the car and he was like, "Oh, you know, there's something I wanted to ask you or whatever," I actually thought he was like the little adopted brother that wanted to come to the party. I had no idea that they were friends, that they were lovers, none of that. And that's the problem with romance in the films of nowadays, actually, I will say.
I actually hear that.
There's no chemistry in these rom-coms. I know they're saying a rom-com, but there's no chemistry. Like a rom-com, you need to...
You want to feel
You need to be feeling it.
I want to go through the screen and be like, kiss her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh my God, you know like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Sorry, that was a rom-com for me. But like that's a good example of that. And I love the hate to lovers thing as well.
You need
Inject
that to
it.
be there. Like it's not there anymore. Like these new things.
She actually did. But yeah,
this new stuff, that chemistry. I need to believe that, like,
it's real.
Why am I thinking that's your brother?
Yeah, that's
a bit mad. That's
you guys didn't think that?
No, I didn't think that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think sibling. I didn't think adopted brother.
There wasn't chemistry.
There was no chemistry whatsoever. I think as adults, I could see them like really vibing. Maybe more as friends.
Yeah,
I think they just always had that friendly vibe.
But then, don't you also think that's because we're girls and we just think him as the nice guy? That you never see him as that guy. Because it could be.
Okay, so what did you think about Blaine?
Who's that?
Her boyfriend, the blonde guy.
I didn't like his young version. The older one, because he's Kevin from This Is Us. I always thought Kevin had a bit of sauce, you know.
I mean,
but
he
was a
douche.
douche.
Yeah, he's a bit of a douche. This guy just wanted to cheat.
100%.
Yeah, and he's always been a cheat, and I like that they showed that.
Yeah,
they were like, oh, he was one in high school, and then he grew up. Because you know what? Sometimes you think the hot guy in secondary school is just gonna be that guy. Like she had this idea of like a perfect life. Oh my God, I'm gonna be prom queen and he's gonna be prom king and I'm gonna have this perfect life. But then they basically showed that like he wasn't who you know she thought he was. Casting wise, it was okay.
Yeah,
and the acting wasn't bad.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I don't think the acting was bad.
I don't think the acting was bad, but like you see Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
Who? I'm not gonna
the main girl.
Oh yeah, as an adult.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rebel, if you ever watch this, I think you're great, but
like, you gonna say, Patricia?
I just feel like with acting, there's like tiers to it, right? And like she's good within the context of like she's literally just slapstick humor. I don't even feel like I believe any character she plays. She just plays Rebel Wilson, if that makes sense. Which I feel like this is what that film was, because when you actually think about her acting, was it?
She didn't need to act. She didn't need to do anything beyond.
And I was like, you get away with that. Because you're literally in that type of film.
But I feel that's a lot. The majority of big actors, no.
Yeah,
they just act as themselves.
Well, you'd be surprised. It's actually really hard to act as yourself. I know that sounds mad. I know it sounds so mad.
Tell us.
But it is actually hard because there's a lot of cameras on you. Like a lot. Like there's one here, right? But when you're on a set, there's like might be one there. There might be you might be doing the same thing and it's like right here, and you're having to pretend that they ain't this massive camera looking at you right here. Obviously, character work is even harder. Do you know what I mean? So I think the fact that she's playing herself, which I don't think she was really playing herself, but I know what you mean.
The character was like designed around her personality.
Yeah, designed around her personality and stuff. For it to still be interesting, it's quite hard to do because then I feel like you can overplay as well.
Yeah,
so
this is true.
If you're like really slapsticky and you've got cameras and you're like being yourself, you can. It's hard to like wheel it all back. And they say acting is actually you being yourself, but in different circumstances. And I think that's what it is when you really think about it.
Just off of that, I've always found like actors who do like the method acting thing, like really, really interesting. You know, like when they actually have to like, they keep up the character, like even when they're in their personal life.
Really scary.
I had to play this character. So this was, in acting school and it was really, really intense. And I had to play this character who basically she'd never really experienced love before. Never had a boyfriend, never had friends. She just was really by herself and it was her and her mum. And her mum was like a little bit sick. And her mum was like just awful as well, like quite abusive, like emotionally and stuff like that. And basically, like, in my class at that time, you know, we had to rehearse the same scene like maybe like 20 times and just keep doing it. And then our actor teacher made us actually, so the scene that I was doing for class was outside, and during this time it was New York and it was cold, so we had to do the scene outside so your body could feel what it's like to actually like be outside and do this scene and blah 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 blah. So she was very on like a method like approach, and in this script, like, she kills her mum. And she kills her mum in the morning. It was her birthday. They're cutting a birthday cake. She kills her mum and then goes into the same coffee shop like nothing happened. And she made friends with this one guy who will come in to get a coffee, and that's how the whole play is or whatever. I did a smashing performance. I remember
that's right.
It was like an old teacher, like she was really old, and like she like cried, she said. But then what happened was, once we were done, I still felt like I was her. I felt really insecure. I felt really out of my body. And for like 2 weeks, it was so weird. I just felt like her. Yeah, different actors take different approaches.
I always wanted to be an actress, you know, growing up. Don't have the chops, but I always wanted to.
You can always go.
When I was in noughts and crosses
classes
at uni.
No, but you were good in that.
Oh, was I? Yeah. You know, because I was doing it with Ife and Dion.
Yeah, they were good too.
I literally wanted to laugh every single time.
Oh.
And I honestly think I almost did laugh on stage.
Oh, because you were laughing with them.
Yeah.
It
was so bad. Such a wild time. Yeah.
Anything else about senior year?
I can't even think of anything. I thought it was all right, honestly.
I
5.5 out of 10 on Google.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
I'd give it a 7.
Really?
7?
Okay, maybe not 6.5.
No, stand by your truth. Stand by your truth. You know?
I'd say it's a.
Why is it 7?
Because I thought 5.5 was too low.
Okay.
I think that's bang in the middle.
I think 5.5 is quite rude.
I think that's fair. It's like, okay, this was like worth watching.
Do you think it could become a classic? Do you think so?
Oh, no.
Do you think any film that's come out past 2012 can be a classic?
I think there's some.
What? Parasite. Okay.
Okay, that was good.
Okay, any comedy, like, can anything make you feel the way old films made you feel? Like, Bring It On. I've watched that film. All or Nothing. One with Solange. I've watched that film like 20 times.
I just feel like cinema isn't what it used to be, in the sense that, like, there used to just be this whole like Bridesmaids and Brideswars and Hangover. Like, there just used to be this whole like slate of films. I love Hangover. There just used to be this whole time when there would actually be just such good things in cinema that wasn't like groundbreaking, but it was just enjoyable, like rom-coms or just comedies.
Agreed.
Whereas now I just feel like, what do you even watch when you go to the cinema unless it's like the next Marvel film?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, what is actually in cinema?
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I don't think I'm not a film person, to be honest.
Same, really? What are you?
I'm a TV show person. Same. So I don't really like films because it ends.
Agreed.
So I'm like disappointed every time. So I'm like, what happens next? I need to know, like, is that character okay? Like, did they get a good life in the end? You know? So I don't know about films per se, because I don't really watch them unless I'm like bored. I'm like a TV show person, and I actually still think that even with TV shows, they're not the same anymore. Like,
they're not.
So like my top 5, in which people argue with me about, but I don't give a
heck. Let's hear it.
Because is the top 5. Okay, so my top 5 greatest shows of all time. Yeah, and this is in no particular order. Okay. No particular genre. Okay. This Is Us.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this.
Say it with your chest. Okay. You're right. That's correct.
This Is Us, The Office US, Entourage.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Breaking Bad.
Okay.
5 is a tricky one. I don't know about my 5 yet. I might say Suits.
Okay.
But I don't know. But the 4 that I named, I stand by it. And I want to say, when people talk about their top 5, I need people to understand that if a show had a great beginning, but this ending of that show did not hit, it cannot enter your top 5. Okay? Top 5 needs to be solid, beginning, middle, and end, especially beginning and end. A lot of people say Game of Thrones.
Oh, no, okay. This is what I was going to say, but the beginning was so good. Wait.
I'm sorry, but the way it ended was not good.
The only thing people talk about is how bad the ending was. Do you know that?
I fell off at season 5 because it wasn't hitting. It wasn't hitting. That's my truth. That's my truth. If I finish everything. If I can't finish a show, a lot of people say The Wire as well, but I haven't.
Is that with Idris? Uncle?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I can't. You know.
But okay, but with Game of Thrones, right? I would agree. Like, it has to start good, end good, right?
Yeah.
But like, Game of Thrones was so good. Like, it was so good when it started. You had the Red Wedding. There was just so much.
The Red Wedding was like season 3? Was it season 2?
I binged it, so it all kind of.
Is that the one where they're just killing each other?
But no,
I beg you guys, we all need to evaluate ourselves. What's this?
I honestly could justify. I could even put it in my top 5, and I could justify someone else doing that just because of how good it was. It fell off, but it doesn't really. It was disappointing, but I don't think it completely takes away from everything else that happened.
It was great.
It was,
but
so
it
good.
didn't end good, so it takes it away because there are shows who don't do that.
Agreed.
This Is Us.
Oi, speak that. Say that. Yes.
The people from This Is Us, they don't have 2 heads.
Oi.
Oh my God.
They don't have 2 heads.
Oi.
And they were able from the pilot to the last episode. I cried. That's why it's so deep. Yeah.
But guys, we are. This Is Us is not what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's actually true.
Yeah.
And senior year, I feel like we've already wrapped up senior year, so I
Yeah.
think it's time to move on to the third and final part of the podcast.
Alternative scenes.
Yes.
All right, this is great. Do you want to
ready?
intro?
Okay, so Rita, this is the part where Patricia and I play our alternative scenes to you. The scene that we've chosen to do. What did we choose to do?
If she just woke up from her coma
Yes.
earlier, so
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
after 20 years, just
Yeah,
anytime
what
before
happened
the
if she woke
20
up
years.
earlier? Yeah. So I
like
will
that.
go ahead and play mine. Am I first?
I
Is it
think you are first.
So in my scene, she wakes up shortly after the incident and decides that she needs to reclaim her title at any means possible.
Stephanie wakes up 2 weeks before prom but insists that her family keep it a secret. The sheer embarrassment alone is enough to ruin her prom king ambitions. Her ability to walk is limited, and the doctors encourage her to rest, but all she can think about is prom. Her best friends come by every day, dropping in the gossip on the prom queen elections. She comes up with a plan to take down Tiffany and win the crown. Tiffany's guilty at the thought of getting caught, but it doesn't stop her election campaign. So she starts a rumour that Stephanie is dead and gets the whole school to leave flower tributes at her locker. But Steph is furious and gets Seth to drop blackmail notes in Tiffany's house, saying, "I know what you did." It sparks an unhinged level of paranoia, and Tiffany's moving mad for the future. Meanwhile, at physio, Steph is pushing herself to the max. If she strains her legs too much, she might lose her ability to walk forever. They tell her to use a wheelchair. She resists. Steph doesn't care. Prom queen is at stake. It's the night of prom. She wants to surprise her boyfriend and announce that she never really died, but he's already moved on with Tiffany and airs her calls. So, Stephanie gets Seth to pick her up and bring her dress, and they sneak out to prom. The doctors are searching for her everywhere, but she's nowhere to be found. Instead, she makes a huge entrance at the school as they're about to announce prom queen. There's no wheelchair in sight. Everyone gasps as she steals the attention away from Tiffany. They think they've seen a ghost. Stephanie announces that a dance battle is the only way to decide the new queen. They dance, bring it on style, as if their lives depended on it. But halfway through Stephanie's big stunt, her legs fail and she collapses. She refuses to leave, insisting that a new prom queen ballot is cast at that moment. A revote happens and she wins. She's crowned queen, but is immediately rushed to hospital on a high. The doctors are furious at her. This stunt has affected her recovery. We find out that Stephanie will never be able to walk again, but at least she has her crown.
Oh my days.
So yeah, that's what I see,
That was a lot.
bro.
Oh my God.
So yeah, Patricia.
Okay, so my scene is Stephanie waking up, not too long after her accident. But there's a few issues with her memory at a cost. And so she also tries to reclaim things that she really wants. But obviously, when you have a patchy memory, it's a bit hard.
Ooh.
Steph wakes up from her coma 2 months later. Her eyes light up as she sees her dad and Martha by her hospital bed. Then, confused, she asks, "Where's Mum?" Martha and Steph's dad are shocked. Steph's dad eventually has to tell her that her mum died, leaving her to mourn her loss all over again. A doctor explains to the three of them that Steph has memory loss and can't remember anything stretching back years. How many years is to be determined. The scene cuts to Steph sitting at a desk in middle school in a class of students 4 years younger than her. She's retaking. She's the laughing stock of middle school, everyone mocking her for being a geriatric in 8th grade. The ringleader is the 12-year-old it girl Melissa, and Steph gets caught up in a rivalry with her. Things come to a head in gym class when they verse each other in a game of dodgeball. Steph launches a ball that hits Melissa square in the face, ouch, knocking the child to the ground. There's an awkward silence. The whole gym caught the game on their Motorola flip phones. The beef spreads like wildfire and gives Steph a bad rep. Steph's high school peers find out that she's not only awake, but retaking due to memory loss. Tiffany is gleeful, and knowing that Steph won't remember dating Blaine makes her move on him. Steph is tired of being bullied and takes comfort in the two friends that she remembers, Martha and Seth. They both don't want to lose Steph to popularity politics all over again. Martha convinces her to ignore the bullies and just be herself, and they continue to bond over nerdy jokes. Martha develops a little crush on Steph, but doesn't say anything. Seth admits that he has feelings for Steph and asks her to be his girlfriend. She says yes. One evening, they're making out in Steph's car, and she jolts back and wipes her mouth. She says she has a boyfriend. Seth says, "Yeah, me. We've been dating for 3 weeks." "No, my boyfriend is Blaine, and I don't cheat." Seth is crushed and Seth is confused. Sudden memories of Blaine and the perfect life she had planned for them flood back, and now he's dating Tiffany. She's going to win him back. But that's tough when you're stuck in middle school with a patchy memory.
Crazy. You crazy or what? You crazy or what?
I love when Nigerians say that. You crazy or what? Crazy or what?
You crazy or what?
Wow. That is that. So
wow.
Two very different scenes.
So Rita, you've heard both of our scenes.
Very different scenes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them.
Thoughts?
You know, they were solid scenes actually, I must say. You know, they should have had you guys on the writing team. You know, it was good. That was dark, man.
Oh, yeah, yours was heavy.
You think so?
That was dark. I mean, it's not even a show where we actually see her, you know, get better. We just see Sis not being able to walk again.
She's prom queen though. Guys, there will be more. I'm sure she will learn.
Like, it was really interesting though, but it was dark. Like,
I always feel like it was too dark for the film.
No, okay, guys, let's break it down. Like, obviously, it just ended. There's so much more that could happen after. But right now, this is
never walk again.
For now, guys, she can start a whole new life.
And that means that their prom got ruined twice, right? Because the first time.
No, there was only one prom. There was only one prom. So like, she woke up in time for prom.
Okay.
But Tiffany told everyone she was dead. She wasn't dead.
I did. Do you know what? I did quite enjoy that whole like. You know, I feel like it could be elements of comedy in there. That whole element of like, you know, pretend that she's dead. I believe that Tiffany deserved the blackmailing. Like, I know what you did. Like, I saw you whispering. There's cameras. You know, all of that stuff. I like that idea of Tiffany, because I feel like Tiffany didn't suffer in a real thing.
She didn't.
And I didn't like that.
No, she didn't.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't like that. It was dark, you know, because, you know, all she wanted to do was to go to prom and have a nice time, and you took away her legs.
She got a nice time, guys.
She didn't.
She became prom queen. God, she wanted the tiara.
At what cost?
If she listened to the doctors.
At what cost?
That's what, guys. I think at the end, it's an allegory for life.
At what cost?
Oh my God.
At what cost?
At what cost?
It's not everything fast you get.
It just sounds like at the end of your film, yeah. You know, Nigerian films where it says, and then God bless you, and it goes to the music. That's that's what. Yeah. And
then the soundtrack like,
and then it goes black. God bless you. Like that's what.
Oh my God.
And then it says no. It will say, at what cost?
Yeah.
And then God bless you. That's the, you know, like. But I actually really liked it. I did like it, to be honest. I thought I think it was interesting. Yeah, and I'd watch that. I actually think I prefer it to the film, maybe. No, I take it back. Actually,
wait. Let's get to Patricia. No,
I take it back.
You don't need to make up
Yeah,
your
because
mind
I just deeped it. I was like, yeah, you took her legs, man. Yours was a little bit dark as well. So
was it?
Oh, yeah. Let's not, you know.
What part was dark?
I mean, she had to relive her mom's death again. That's a bit dark.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of sad.
You know, coming back and not having her memory. Do you know what I mean? That's really traumatic. You know, for someone to not remember things. You know, patchy, and then she falls in love, and then realizes, you know, whilst they're kissing, that you're not my boyfriend. That is really traumatic as well.
And even Seth, you too.
I mean, even for Seth, it's like you really have it out for him because that's a bad thing to go through.
Seth, but all you wanted in your whole life is it.
Yeah,
so that was quite, but it was interesting. I mean, Melissa didn't do anything. She didn't deserve to be attacked.
But she was bullying her.
Yeah, but I thought that was quite funny, the way you were like the child, innit? 12-year-old.
Yeah, because why are you actually beefing a 12-year-old? Like, that's actually a child. Like,
but it was good. It was good. How did yours end again?
Basically, her memories start coming back. So she starts to remember Blaine and that he is supposed to be her boyfriend. But she's like, why am I kissing Seth? I'm confused.
Yeah.
And now she's like, oh no, Blaine is actually my boyfriend and I want him back. So
does she get him back?
Yeah, the idea is that she does get him back.
Okay.
But obviously, she's dealing with memory loss. And she's also in middle school. And
so like they create new memories.
Yeah. No, but like school, like I feel like in America, school is their dumping ground type thing. Like why does everything happen at school? It's such a big focus compared to like the UK, in my opinion. So I feel like if she's in middle school and they're all in high school doing their thing, it's a bit hard to like stake your claim on a guy when you're not there like every day. So she's just like, I want to like see what they're doing in the hallway. I want to see like what they're doing.
That could be funny.
But you're in middle school and you're around like all these like 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds.
Yeah, that choice to make her go back to middle school was interesting.
I was trying to keep it lighthearted, kind of funny, because I was I could see this in the film. Well,
it is funny because imagine just the annoyance of like, because she really low key could have just gone to their year.
I mean, yeah, but she would not know anything that was going on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I like it as well.
Any more questions for us before we pitch ourselves?
I think that's all on my.
That's it.
I think so because I have a good understanding. So yeah, do they create? So she gets Blaine in the end.
Yeah, the idea is.
But do they create like new memories? Because then I think that could make it the nice romantic.
And it's like also like she's not like the popular girl obsessed person that she wasn't. Like she has the chance to be, a different version of herself. And yeah, she wants Blaine. But like, is she as focused on being prom queen? No, but she still likes Blaine. She still wants that perfect life.
But
so
Seth,
Seth, I think that's a bit of a messy situation.
And then what about Martha? Does she find love in the end?
Yeah, I think she would. Like when I put the crush thing in, like you have a little crush, but it's like you don't say anything, you don't act on it. It's just like, oh, like it's a little crush.
Yeah, but having a crush on your best friend's intense.
And then your other friend does too. Weird. You guys need to talk about that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh my god,
Patricia. 10 seconds. Let's do it.
10 seconds up for you.
Oh, is it me first? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We give ourselves 10 seconds to pitch to you why we should go. And then
10 seconds is not a lot of time.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, Adessy?
Okay, let's go.
All right, 10 seconds starts now.
Pick mine. It's unexpected. You don't really know what you're going to get. As much as it's dark, there's parts where there's light, and we could see Tiffany getting what's deserved to her. That's the end of my speech. Full stop.
That was good.
Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate it.
That's good.
Okay. 10 seconds for myself. Let me just think about what I'm going to say. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Pick mine because you get the humour from losing your memory. It's still kind of in theme with the film, but it could take you in so many different directions. Plus the kind of added drama of her getting her memories back and having to fight for her love.
Time is up, baby.
This
so Rita, y'all got everything. You've heard everything. Patricia and Adessy's thoughts.
Oh my god.
What is your general conclusion?
This is really hard, actually.
You can give your reasonings and then you give your answer.
It's hard. It's actually hard. Because before the pitch, I had an idea of what film I would like to see.
Oh.
Then I heard the pitch and I thought,
oh crud! Don't let the pitch be the reason.
Yeah.
let whatever's in your heart be the reason.
Oh god.
Unless it was mine.
It's just
no, but yeah.
Because it's two different films. But it's like, I think the thing is, do we stay true to how the film is and the themes that are already kind of there, the lightheartedness of it? Do we add a little bit of a bang? Do you know what I mean?
Like losing legs.
Sometimes legs.
I'm joking.
Can be lost.
Sometimes legs.
That's life, man. Stuff happens.
Oh no,
bro.
Not the legs.
Do you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Patricia.
No.
Yeah, I just think.
Okay, what's the reasoning?
The reason is because.
Oh my god!
As much as I want to see
your heart was beating
yeah,
so
kind
much.
of was still, you know.
So much.
You know what? Because as much as I want to see your film, I just think that for the age group that this film is put towards, I just think it's given. What's that show that commits suicide and then she blames her friend?
13 Reasons Why.
Guys, it's not giving that. It's giving
It
This Is
kinda
Us.
is.
It's different vibes.
It's not
different
giving
vibes.
This Is Us.
Oh my god, that's actually a good. It's
Guys,
giving
it's not
13
13
Reasons Why.
It's giving.
Guys,
You're not
giving
gonna
conspiracy.
I'll show you
basically.
real
You
life.
know what?
I'll show you
You know
real
what it
life.
is. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish watching that film and be like, that was cute. I'm gonna be like, damn. You know.
And sometimes you need to say, damn, Stephanie. And then now look at your life and say, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Could you pick that and reverse it?
And it's like, we all know it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So it makes us sad. And I feel like, that's why, I don't want to feel sad, innit? So
Okay.
I get it. Like, I would want to watch it, I feel like. But maybe it's a different film.
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
But with yours, I felt like when I heard, your alternative, and then when I heard the pitch, and then you mentioned, you feel like you can bring the humor in. Obviously, there's nothing funny about losing your memory, but it can actually be a bit funny. And also the idea of being able to like reinvent yourself because you have new memories. I would have preferred that actually she thinks that she wants to get back with Blaine from the memories, but then as she's getting to know him as the new her, she's no longer into it. And then that
She goes back to
draws
Seth.
her to fall in love with Seth.
I hear
Because she opens her eyes and she really sees him, and that's giving more of a feel good, and the hilarious thing of her like beefing this 12-year-old. I think that really brings in
and
the
then
funny,
getting the ick from Blaine.
and then getting the ick from Blaine. It might be something he usually does, and suddenly she's got the ick. Do you know what I mean? And I just think you can bring in the comedy, and I think when you put in your pitch the humor, I was able to also visualize the humor of what that could be. And that's why I give it to Patricia.
Thank you.
Clap for yourself. Well
Wow,
done
that
for
was
winning.
the fakest clap. I didn't even get 3. I got 2. 2 very heavy claps.
That's something that remind me of Jane. Come dine with me. Hey
It
guys.
was a sad little life, Jane.
What a sad little life, Jane.
That is so iconic.
You completely ruined my night.
I need to write one of those speeches. That's what I'm going to be saying every time you win. Anyway.
Congratulations.
But both was great.
Thank you so much. Really appreciated having you on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Been a
It was
great
so much
guest.
fun. I
honestly.
love it.
So glad you had a good time.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
That is it for this episode of That Would Bang podcast, guys. We hope you really enjoyed it, and thanks to Rita for joining us. Remember to follow us across all socials at the TWB Pod, and also to subscribe to our YouTube. That was a tongue twister. You can also follow me at _PDVR,
And me at Adessy.
and Rita at
Ms. Rita B. I don't know why I always have to add this.
that was like
It suits
flamboyant. I
you.
loved it.
Ms. Rita B.
Oh.
Yeah. So until next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.